Hi guys, been a little while since I've done a review of a past bodybuilder, and today I'm going to do one on Shawn Ray. Excuse the voice, it's a bit raspy. It's quite hot and humid up here in Queensland at the moment, and I think it's just drying me out a little bit, but I will continue. Shawn Ray is a Hall of Fame bodybuilder, competed from the late 80s until the early 2000s, and I recall seeing pictures of Ray when he was an amateur, and I think they're pics from the Junior Worlds or Nationals in 86 or so, and I was really immediately impressed by his physique. This guy was only about 20 at the time, and I saw that he was going to have a really good potential as a bodybuilder in the professional ranks. Now, I've definitely got it wrong before, but this time I got it right. Occasionally it happens. I'm unable to really nail down the first competition he competed as a professional, and my memory doesn't really serve me that well, but it was either 1988 Mr Olympia or the Night of the Champions. At the Mr Olympia, at least, he didn't really make an impact, and he finished 13th. He didn't compete again until 1990, where he immediately impressed, winning the Ironman Arnold Classic, though he was subsequently DQ'd for diuretic use, and was third at the Mr Olympia. And this started a run of 12 consecutive Mr Olympias where he placed in the top 5, and that is a record to this day which possibly may never be beaten. He twice finished second at the Mr Olympia in 1994 and 1996, both to Dorian Yates, and he twice won the Arnold Classic, but as I said before, he was disqualified for his 1990 win. His last competition was in 2001 at the age of 36. Physique critique. Ray stood about 5'7", weighed in around 210, 215 pounds at competition weight, so by no means was he the biggest guy on stage, but he really put it to the big fellas. There's something really pleasing about his physique. It's a great flow, symmetry, beauty, full muscle bellies that made him competitive against guys that were outweighing him 50 pounds or more quite often. His legs, depending on the pose, his legs could be very impressive. There was good separation, definition in the quads, good out of sweep, teardrop very good. Calves were on a high side, but they were still, decent, well developed. On occasion, I think he seemed to lose the outer sweep to his quad a bit, and his legs came across as a bit blocky from the front. I think it's more on particular poses that was the case. And this is a really small criticism, and maybe only they look out of place on the rest of his physique, as the rest of the muscle bellies were so round and full. His abdominal section was probably the best section for me on his body. They're just excellent. And while some of the waists of the time were becoming larger, he continued to have a really tight, detailed and aesthetically pleasing midsection, and he maintained a vacuum throughout his career in the front double bicep pose, and not many people of the time could say the same. His chest and shoulders were fully developed with striations and detail throughout them. His shoulders had excellent shape, created good width to his relatively small frame. And I always really admired his chest. It was really full and round and had a good shape whether he was posing it or relaxed. His biceps were full, not a super big peak on them, but they always looked really shapely and very proportionate to his very good triceps. Extended arm poses for him were really very impressive. I really liked his back double bicep pose, and really highlighted the back muscles in conjunction with the detail in the shoulders and arms. Really every detail was there, and when he was on, his back conditioning was really superb. From traps to the lower back, down to glutes, right down to the hammies. His back width was good considering his smaller frame, but I think his back might have been his weakness, and there's no way in due to his conditioning and development. I just think his lighter structure became more evident from the rear against some of the larger guys of the day. What I really admired most about Ray's physique was he competed successfully as a smaller competitor when the trend was moving towards the freaky guys. A lot of the smaller competitors either left the scene or pursued the size game, and Ray worked on improving what he had without losing what he was appealing about his physique in the first place. It would have been really interesting to see what direction the sport might have taken if they had have given him a win in 94 or 96. Might be seeing different sort of bodies today. Now, Ray has always been outspoken and opinionated, and this has resulted in lots of flack, and some people with less age behind him than me might just know him as a whinger, and that might be true too, but there is no question that this guy is one of the very best of his time. He beat everyone with the exception of Yates and Haney during his competition period. Alright guys, that's it for Shawn Ray. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Thanks. Bye.